Yo, what's going on? Troy here, muscletactics.com. In today's video, I'm gonna cover 5 weird things that I do daily, and some of you might consider them a little bit weird, but I do these things every single day to skyrocket my body's anabolic hormone, testosterone. Now, testosterone is the ultimate anabolic hormone, and besides increasing your muscle mass, testosterone has some incredible benefits that I all want you guys to reap. So increasing your testosterone is also going to increase your energy. It's going to decrease your body fat. It's going to increase your sex drive, increase your ambition, increase your confidence. Step number 1 is I want you to pick up a pair of these hater blockers right here. These in fact are called blue blockers. Now, why is this important? When you're staring at your computer really late at night or you're on your cell phone, what you're doing is the blue rays that come in from all electronic devices like your phone, your computer, your TV, they emit these things called blue rays, which are very negative on your eyes and actually increase the cortisol levels and cause major disruptions in your sleep. Now, if you know a thing or two about testosterone levels, getting REM sleep, optimizing your REM sleep cycle is one of the most crucial things when it comes to increasing your testosterone naturally. So by wearing these for the last hour and a half before you go to bed, so anytime if I'm say 30 minutes before I go to bed, I'm on my cell phone, I'm looking at my emails, I'm doing a whole bunch of shit on my phone, I jump on my computer, typing away, staring at my screen. If I don't have these on, all of those blue rays are just being penetrated by my eyeballs. Talking penetration right into my eyes, causing my cortisol levels to spike and shutting down the amount of REM sleep that I get. But for $10, literally guys, these things were $10 on Amazon. They're called blue blockers, completely shuts down the blue rays from all electronics. And I noticed that I don't get headaches anymore because I got lighter eyes, so my eyes are more sensitive. I never get headaches from staring at my screen. And even when it's really dark and you're just staring at this bright iPhone screen, it strains the shit out of your eyes. This is gonna actually reduce the headaches, reduce any type of eye fatigue that you get from staring at those bright screens. So pick up a pair of blue blockers, increase that testosterone. Tip number 2 is intermittent fasting. Now, research has shown that intermittent fasting actually makes your androgen receptors more sensitive towards testosterone. So doing intermittent fasting is a great way to increase the sensitivity of those androgen receptors, secrete more testosterone in your body, and also it's an awesome way to decrease your body fat. So remember, intermittent fasting simply means you have an eating window and you have a fasting window. So at the minimum, you want to have a 16-hour fast every single day to really increase the sensitivity of those androgen receptors. So just pack all your food into a small eating window. You absolutely do not have to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours to maximize those testosterone levels. Try out intermittent fasting, get some blood work done, and I guarantee you will have much higher natural testosterone levels. Tip number 3, ZMA plus Brazil. Every single night, within 1 hour of bedtime, I want you to take 3 ZMA pills and consume 2 Brazil nuts. Now, zinc, magnesium, and selenium. These are 3 essential minerals that are so crucial for high testosterone levels, and they're 3 of the most common mineral deficiencies. In fact, magnesium is the #1 mineral deficiency in the United States, across the world in fact. And magnesium levels can become really low from a lot of different reasons. That's why it's so common of a deficiency. They can become low from excessive caffeine and stimulant use. They can become low from even being really mentally stressed out, through consuming alcohol. So there's a lot of different ways that can lower your magnesium levels, but simply having 2 Brazil nuts every single night, which are super high in selenium, and taking 3 ZMA pills, which is zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6, you can ensure that you do not dip too low on those levels and you can secrete the maximum amount of anabolic hormones. Tip number 4, sprint your way to alpha status. Now, according to anabolicmen.com, there are 4 different powerful research studies which show just 2 short bouts of high intensity interval training where you're firing up your fast twitch muscle fibers for just even 4 to 6 minutes. Doing this twice a week can absolutely skyrocket not only your testosterone, but your DHEA and your human growth hormone levels. So we're gonna go into tip number 5 in a second, but I want you to think of it like this. Any extreme event that just forces your body so far outside its comfort zone that it's forced to adapt, that's gonna increase your testosterone levels. So tip number 5, I'm gonna get into these different forms of exercise and a few other outside the box things, such as taking an ice bath. and how it increases your natural testosterone levels. But if you just think of it logically, your body secretes testosterone out of survival. Your body just doesn't secrete testosterone because it wants to. So when you force your body into these powerful like stages of adaptation where you're like running for your life. So say for instance, you are running for your life. Like you have a serial killer chasing you, you have a polar bear, whatever it may be, and you're running for your life. So you're running as fast as humanly possible. Your body is gonna secrete more hormones out of survival. So I want you to kind of reverse engineer that, because in the same respect, the more intense form of exercise that you do, and just the more intense, like doing an ice bath, which is basically like torturing yourself, jumping in a bucket full of ice, that's gonna also increase your testosterone because your body's trying to survive. It doesn't want to freeze to death. So tip number 5, let me dive into all these different forms of exercise. I actually have them on my phone because the list is rather long and couldn't remember the entire list. So testosterone boosting training. Now, I'm gonna get some heat on this, but every single day, I want you either to do sprint intervals or one of these things on my T-boosting training list. I want you to do this every single day for 30 straight days if you're serious about really jacking up your testosterone levels to the point where if you got some blood work, a doctor would actually think you're on anabolic steroids. So I, in fact, did this exact same routine last year. I got my testosterone levels checked. It was like a 1275, and the doctor assumed I was on a small dose of testosterone. So I want you to do one of these forms of testosterone boosting training every single day. And even if it's just 1 or 2 sets of one of these exercises, and keep in mind, some of these you can even do at home. So between the ice bath, between the sprint intervals, and between the isometrics, which you can do at home, you have no excuse not to do one of these. So barbell squat, barbell deadlift, any type of dumbbell or barbell pressing, any type of dumbbell or barbell rowing, like dumbbell one-arm row, barbell row, sprint intervals, box jumps, leap ups, dumbbell squat jumps, and then these are the ones that you can do at home. Wall sits till failure, push-ups until failure, upper arms and chest isometric hold, upper back and traps isometric hold, and quadriceps isometric hold. All you have to do is do one of these things every single day, even if it's only 1 or 2 sets. Do that every single day for 30 straight days, and I guarantee you, you will have super high natural testosterone levels. And by the way, the upper arm and chest isometric hold is just like going like this and tensing and flexing that muscle for as long as you can until failure. The upper back and traps is where you're like this, where you're like pressing your traps up and your upper back up, and you're gonna hold this isometric position for as long as you can. And then the quad, you can go one arm at a time. Like if you're sitting down, you just squeeze the quad muscle for like 60 seconds. It sounds super simple, but it is in fact really difficult. So I want you to do one of these testosterone boosting training tricks every single day for 30 straight days, and keep me updated. If you have the budget or you have like a easily accessible doctor, you can get some blood work. Take your blood work before you do this, and then take it right after, like on day 31. Let me know your results, and I guarantee you, you will have such higher testosterone levels. Remember, your body is an adaptation machine. Force your body outside its comfort zone, and you are gonna be an anabolic machine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on 5 weird things I do daily to increase my testosterone levels. If you're looking for more information on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, head on over to weightgainmethod.com. Talk to you soon, guys.